perspective on someone of her personality. Wouldn't you agree?
What is gravity in this book? I have a heart.
Are you all right? The gravity that occupies this space is the opposite of what you're used to. It took me some time to get... I believe it's to prevent them from falling to the ground. Tacit discords, the dark tide, and these ruins themselves.
I imagine it's also a symbolic reminder that our beliefs have been turned on their head. This view matches with what I saw at the time.
Until you get used to the gravity here, I suggest we travel via phone. It's the name I gave to a gondola.
It's true.
This gondola only has 2 seats.
Oh dear, I completely forgot about this.
Greed will get you punished, you know.
I'm afraid phone would refuse that suggestion.
The 2 of you can go.
You look distracted. Still thinking about what Cantarella said about fearing answers.
My powers are very weak, and many tacit discords roam the sonorosphere. Thus, I've been limited in the areas I can explore. All I can do is sit here, lost in thought, trying to figure out who I am.
Are you afraid of knowing?
We'll be arriving at the first water rise soon. A few details, if you don't mind.
Feeling nervous?
Of course. The last time I tried to pass it like this... Oh! Ah! are my manners. I can assure you that won't happen again. As for the rest of the way, I see it clearly now. Vines, over there. And that statue.
I can feel strong remnant energy coming from it.
The Order's remnant spark must be inside the statue. Legends speak of how the first Primus used it to purify the first Dark Tide. I see now. The lingering remnants of the Dark Tide must be trapping the spark. To release it, we'll need to clear away the remaining remnants binding it. Once we have the remnant spark, we can use it to burn through the vines.
If the Thenodian created the Dark Tide, maybe Abby can absorb it.
Abby is still unwell. Perhaps we shouldn't burden it further. More Dark Tide remnants. Don't worry. This much I can still handle.
Just crazy.
The vines are remnants of the Dark Tide. Foe won't be able to cross through them. Let's This calibrator seems to be... One moment. That should do it.
One second.
It's turning. Rotate the gravity calibrator to change the direction of the gravity's pull. If we use this, we should be able to reach areas we previously couldn't.
Bad timing. I sense your weakness. The end has come. Hopefully this helps.
Hurry. We need to purify the other statues before the Dark Tide's corruption returns. Sounds like Foam's getting impatient. Let's head back.
Look what I made today. Alright, ready?
Yes.
Of course, I probably speak it when I really, really do it. Like, you know what I mean? The concept is really dope. You know? I think, like, maybe underneath I should say, like, one thing that it does, like a keyword like moisture or clear, you know.
It looks good as a base, yeah.
That's my right. I'm doing one Canva thing a day.
Like,
Yeah, learning something new on Canva every day. I paid $12.99 for the damn thing. You get what I'm saying? Paid $12.99 for it and I didn't know I could do all this stuff with it.
they didn't really,
You know?
really.
So now my algorithm is changing. All I keep seeing is Canva hack videos. So now I can look at a video and go, I can make that.
Did you feel any discomfort while we were clearing out the remnants?
Nothing out of the ordinary. I felt fine. I suppose this alone is not enough to determine whose resonator I am.
Yeah, you've helped a lot. Don't worry about that for now. Another water rise is coming up. Are you planning to hold on to something?
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Oh.
By the way, you said the inverted gravity is to stop the dark tide from descending into the city. But all we've seen so far are just its remnants.
And that's because this very waterway we're sailing on used to be the Dark Tide itself. In these waters, gravity isn't the only thing that's inverted. Its very essence is too. Obstacles ahead. Let's get off here. There it is, up there. But judging by the distance, we'd be hard-pressed to make it back in time.
Can you use your ability from somewhere in between to clear them all at once?
I might not have that range. But there may be tacitite devices nearby that can help amplify my forte. Let's see if we can find one. That's it. A tacitite device.
Leave it to me. Strike from the shadows. No hesitation. The hour is upon us.
This should do the trick.
Hopefully this helps. I sense your weakness. Break. Hopefully this helps. The end has come. You okay?
Just catching my breath. You go get the remnant spark. Up ahead is the Tower of Salvation. That's where the first pedestal is located.
Tower of Salvation.
Yes, a name taken from the Order's Codex.
Remnants of the past.
I'd rather know I'm a villain than remain a wanderer, lost in a world without understanding. To live with no memory of the past. Would it be so different from choosing to end it all? I must find the answer. Only then will I know how to face the memories I still carry. As for you, if I really am...
I can take care of myself. If it comes to that, I'll still remember the girl who cared enough to worry about me. Wind, guide me.
I should go back for Cantarella. Will you wait here for us?
Of course.
I hope you won't mind the extra trip, Foe.
I saw signs of battle along the way. Is anyone injured? You're not hiding anything from me?
Your smile is rather concerning.
Oh, I insist. Here.
Why would never?
There's no knowing what will happen once Turvin is placed on the pedestal. It's best we prepare ourselves.
No longer shall you bear these thorns as a reminder. Forged from primordial seas,
Read
this
it,
crown
and then you're
shall
going to read the
grant a
verse
new
over it. You're going to open
identity.
your closet. You're going to pray over your closet. You're going to announce the scripture over the closet. And then you're going to add this to your prayer. And every time you put on clothing that you ask God that He clothes you with righteousness and favor. Not just your clothes, but your entire body from head to toe. And that you will see the glory of the Lord. Well, no, you stand close to the closet and you will join to the closet. You don't got no light in here? You still worship. You know, it works at all. I think we used to use your light in here. That's why it's called. Okay. Yeah, so just put your, and wait for your space. And there's stuff in the other ones, but as I go through that, I'll let you see it. Is there a light up there? Is it in the inside? I think we broke the string too. Because it's like, it should be right here. Try that light now. Yeah, I know. Try the light switch now. Boom. That's what happened to me. I said I hadn't had a light in here the whole time. There you go. But you gotta turn the light off of it.
Fleur-de-Lis, child of divinity, the Immaculate One, will you uphold the sacred teachings of the Order of the Deep?
I will.
Salvation, unity, ascension. Of these three doctrines, which do you choose?
I choose salvation. I wish to be the Master's blade, striking evil, upholding virtue, and offering salvation to those in peril.
In the name of divinity, I bestow upon you this crown. May the blood of justice never run dry. Through this sacred rite, you become the bridge between the heavens and the living. From this day forward, you shall be the Master's sole receiver and herald. Rise, blessed maiden Fleur-de-Lis. None but the Master shall ever have the right to command you to bend the knee.
Okay.
I told ya to stop sticking random stuff in here! Do you have any idea how messed up and humongous that frequency was? It's gonna give me indigestion! I should ask you that. What did you do just now, huh? I was dozing when BAM! Out of nowhere, a giant blue ball landed on top of me. It almost squished me.
I'm guessing putting Turvin on the pedestal had something to do with it?
Oh, hey! It smells just as unnatural as that big gigantor back in Jinjo.
The Sentinel of Jinjo. If what our little echo friend says is true, then the frequency that entered your tacit mark could be Imperator's powers.
Huh? But the Sentinel isn't even here.
The power to split and manipulate space.
It is reminiscent of the moment of Turvin's creation. Only this time the place of confinement has become your tacit mark.
Why would it do that?
I believe it was meant for the true maiden. Under the right circumstances, the one to wield this sword and enter the Sonorosphere would be the Sentinel's resonator, the Blessed Maiden. The Sentinel entrusted their power to the resonator so that she could lend assistance when the corruption of the Threnodian altered them. Quite logical, isn't it?
You don't seem too thrilled about it.
If Imperator set this in motion, then their original plan has already failed. Cardathea, that means your guidance holds the key now.
But
I believe in you. Is there anything else you remember?
I just remembered the day I was crowned by the Order. And the moment the dark tide descended upon us.
but I didn't see the dark tide.
That is all I can remember.
Is that what you saw?
You witnessed it as well, Cantarella.
No. I only saw fragmented blur. They seemed to belong to other places within the sonorosphere. I believe this is where we should rest. We'll wait until sunrise.
I'm gonna hit the sack as well. Boy.
Now, what could you possibly want with me at a time like this?
Is it true that the Phasalia family was one of the factions that started the conflict in that stained glass?
The leader of one such faction, to be exact. That was a long time ago. After their defeat, the Union was disbanded under immense pressure, and the Phasalius gradually withdrew from the public eye.
Is this why you had no choice but to publicly change your beliefs?
No. The reasons for the Phasalia family relinquishing their pride and enduring disgrace are far more intricate than that.
What do you mean?
Long ago, Turvin was actually given to the Phasalia family by the first Primus, Napoli II. When the conflict had settled, he arranged a private... He told the Phasalias, the heavenly voices as I told you before, Leviathan is a Threnodian who uses beliefs to spread a spiritual plague. You see, it requires The Sentinel realized the Threnodians' plots, and thus the first Dark Tide was launched as a hasty reaping of Raguna and the Sentinel to save Raguna from the grip. This power allowed him to...
And this power was released through the lantern depicted in the stained glass?
Yes. The other part was kept inside Turvin. It was in that very moment when...
If what you're saying is true, the first Primus should have been on Imperator's side. Did the spiritual plague you mentioned affect him?
Although the Primus's body remained whole, his soul was torn apart. The Sentinel's power failed to shield the Primus from the Threnodians' influence. In the end, during that private meeting, he confessed the truth to the head of the Phasalias.
So that's why he passed so abruptly.
The Phasalia family was powerless against the Order at that time. Our only recourse was to submit to their cause and keep the secret locked away in our hearts, waiting for the right moment to act. Now, what could you possibly want with me at a time like this?
You were pretty harsh on Cardathia.
Before I learned of those record secrets, I had only seen her from afar. Heard tales of her. While I would be willing to believe she stands with humanity, the more I allow myself to cling to such thoughts, the more I must strip them away and think rationally. It's only then I can be certain these thoughts are my own, and not the whispers I hear in the dark. Now, what could you possibly want? A trivial experiment. Yet after trying for so long, all we got...
I don't think she wants to continue this conversation.
Now, what could you possibly want? Well, I don't intend to wait around either.
Are you going to search those areas we passed before?
The more clues, the better, don't you think? Oh, and... afraid I've slipped something extra in?
I'm just curious why the matriarch of the Phasalia family packs...
Food is always an easy target for those who find me less than...
Is there anything else you'd like to ask? I'll share with you all that I can remember. The Sword of Discord. I can't remember, but as for Haltier, it was... How did it end up being one of the swords?
Perhaps we'll know once we find it.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask? It is paradise.
I take it you don't mean that in a good way.
It is a place where, from a little in the beginning, the dead, they would grow mouths and sing hymns, day and night, even those who when a soul and when the final act.
Is this...
Yes. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? I'll share with you. It's safer. You should get some rest.
You mean besides being squashed behind that blue thing? Yeah, I guess. Ugh. Listen, I figured something out about that frequency. It's not a single frequency. It's like it's mixed up with something else. Or kinda like, a piece of cookie that's been crumbled in with everything else. Which is why it's so hard to get a good bite. To see if it was a threat. I can now say with certainty that it isn't. But since it's a crumbly mess, other than taking up space, it's pretty useless.
We might encounter something similar at the next two pedestals. Keep an eye on this for me, will you?
Will do. You can count on...
I thought I'd slip away quietly and avoid any fuss. Now, here I am dealing with all of you. Since you're all here, how about a morning stroll? Struggle. They're a lot feistier than before.
Need help?
Surge of deep tides.
Begone! None shall whisper.
Well, this is where our paths must part.
You're here for the Sentinel. Why would you leave now?
What I saw yesterday caught my attention. It may be tied to the Sentinel. And besides, I'd rather not spend the day twiddling my thumbs, seeing as your gondola only holds two.
Are you sure you want to go alone?
Such concern for me. I do hope to see the fruits of your labor when I return. Mind if I take Turvin?
Go ahead. It's no use now that it's out of the pedestal. Its energy is gone.
It may still come in handy.
I'll add you in my terminal. Call me if you need help.
I just might ring you up once things are settled.
Just call me.
If only I could still fight.
Everyone's doing their part. Don't worry. Nobody's perfect. The waterway up ahead is completely blocked.
That garden once housed dragon echoes. Now there's nothing left but tacit discords. Hogness should be. This is where the acolytes used. Perhaps that's Steely over there.
You don't remember from your exam?
As the blessed mate. Sounds like they're talking about one of the three major. Maybe we could find a way.
Let's give it a try. There's no point in finding Hogness if we can't repair the wall. At that distance, we should take a wing ray. Hold on tight. Don't go falling off.
That one. It isn't supposed to be here. There's a gravity calibrator up ahead. Let's put it to good use.
Cardathea, grab on tight.
Huh? Oh, okay. That's our goal, right there. But how do we move it?
Help me guide the wing ray to the...
Of course, but...
Oh, shit.
Is this really okay?
Saves us the trouble of finding some trigger mechanism. Are these the so-called dragons?
Is that a problem?
Yeah, the last one was bigger.
Which last one?
Ganon. Ever heard of it?
I used to ride it. It's Hogness. There's a gravity calibrator behind the collapsed wall we just passed. We can use it to reorientate ourselves. The remnant spark should be able...
Remnants of the past. You can let go now. How are you feeling?
So soft. So cuddly. I mean, I'm fine.
See? Nice shots.
Cherish every gain.
The waterway is still incomplete. We have to look elsewhere. It's identical to the last statue. Same as before.
Wind, guide me. Leave it to me. Disperse. The hour is upon us. Strike from the shadows. Moment of resonance. I sense your weakness. No hesitation. The end has come. Don't push yourself too hard.
It's okay. I'm just doing my part.
See?
We're still missing an area. But where?
Over there.
That might be too high for the wing ray.
Same as before. Just a bit more.
I'll handle this bit. You rest. You've done well. Let's see if I can get a feel for how strong the gravitational forces are.
All right.
Leave it to me. Hopefully this helps. The hour is upon us. Keep it together. Hopefully this helps. Moment of resonance. I sense your weakness. No hesitation. Sounds come forth. Cherish every gain. Cardathia?
I'm ready.
Remnants of the past. Wind, guide me.
Oh. Sleep.
Leave it to me. Moment of resonance. Hopefully this helps. The end has come. Hopefully this helps.
just
It's been a long time since I saw this place as it was meant to be. So beautiful.
Do you want to stop for a while?
No, we have more important things to do.
Let's check back on Hogna. Wind, guide me. An unexpected discovery.
Let me remove the sword. At least you won't come to harm if it's a trap.
We'll do it together.
But
If it's a trap, we stand a better chance together. How does it feel to trust me?
it feels good. Why don't you call Foam over? Try whistling. Like this.
Here goes.
Foam heard you. Come on.